Hey guys, we have our board and train crew here. They're just doing a place command. One of the biggest challenges most people have is getting their dog to settle, not just at home, but when they go somewhere new. I'm gonna go over all the dogs we have here, their individual challenges and what stage they're at and how you can get to the same level. If we can achieve this very quickly with this number of dogs, you guys can easily do this with your dogs. There are just some rules you're missing. So we can start, you guys can follow me this way. This is Goose. He's a young mix. I don't know what breed he is, but he's a young mix. He's a very, very social, happy boy. He's only been here for a couple weeks, but one of the hardest things for him was learning how to stay still and relax. So you can see even when I go near him to say hello, he gets really excited and submissive all at the same time. So I just want to very calmly pet him. I gave him a bunch of treats, but he's not eating all of them. I think I gave him too much. So I'm just gonna let him chill out. So for him, yeah, he's very restless. He had a lot of issues getting up just because he's too excitable. So we just have to do everything very calmly with him. This is Cherry, similar age. Biggest issues with Cherry, she actually came to one of our group classes. Oh, it looks like she's falling asleep. Came to one of our group classes and the girl just absolutely would not stay still. So this dog is demanding their owner for attention 24/7. This dog does not want to stay still, wants to bother people, wants to get attention all the time. So we actually had to give her a little bit of a correction. She's got the e-collar on obviously for that. And we had to really enforce that she has to stay there. We did it with the prong collar first, but the e-collar is a much better tool for her. As she stays here, I can pet her and reward her, but I really need to make getting off the bed a clear no for her. We have Zuko here. He's just a general troublemaker, but also extremely demanding. So biggest challenge for him was not bothering people. It's kind of like Cherry. He would always ask for attention, always want things. So we really had to enforce that he stays there, and he has to with more of a correction. But as he stays there, I'll calmly pet him and give him treats. I've given him lots of food already. This is Muffin. Hello, Muffin. Muffin's got a lot of aggression issues, so I'm just gonna carefully pet him. Muffin's got a lot of issues also minding his own business. He needs attention 24/7. So he also needed to get in a good amount of trouble to be able to do this. He has his e-collar on too. Owner has been bothered by him and has been attacked by him. So he needed some very clear rules on what's allowed and what's not allowed. This is Arwen, believe it or not. This might have taken a good 4 weeks to get to this stage. She was sleeping, but for the first 2 to 3 weeks, she'd be staying on the bed panting repeatedly. What that means is this dog gets constant attention all the time or is constantly talked to, but is never, ever, ever asked to just mind their own business and stay still. So when we put some force around that and some seriousness and we tell the dog, you are not allowed to move from this square for a very, very long time, the dog literally will sit there in an anxious panic. She's finally starting to settle down, but this is like week 4. So she used to just sit and pant. Finally, she's chilling out. This is Diamond. Diamond was actually good at doing this right off the bat. This is a pity mix. I think she's 4 or 5, also has aggression issues. She was actually good at doing this off the bat because she's lazy. So she just needs some control so that when people come over, she's not immediately jumping off the bed going after them. So I mean, her staying on the bed is pretty simple, straightforward, easy for her because she's lazy. But it's just the act of the doorbell going off and her wanting to run after them. We have Cooper here, probably the most anxious dog currently at this stage. You guys can see he's vibrating out of excitement because he has to stay still. Even the camera getting near him is making him kind of crazy. I'm gonna just very calmly say hello. You can see that his shaking slows down a bit when I say hello. So I'll calmly pet him and then I'll walk away. Again, a dog that is never asked to stay still. Dogs are funny, they'll stay still on their own terms, but then when you ask them to stay still, no, I'm not interested. All dogs are like that. So he's kind of like that. He also just needs to learn to just chill out. I'd say he will start to calm down in another entire week of doing this every single day. Good job, buddy. Great. This is Bo. Pretty chill, easygoing dog, very anxious, wants to do things all the time, wants attention all the time. This dog had a bit of a hard time staying still, but is doing way better now. Right, Bo? One thing you'll see about a lot of doodles have a lot of issues staying still, primarily because people get them to cuddle with them and hang out with them 24/7, and then they mentally handicap the dog by petting them and talking to them all the time, and then the dog starts sitting and shaking when they don't get attention. So I'd say Bo's not really like that, but Bo did have a lot of issues staying still. This is Yogi here. Hey, bud. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Also a very excitable dog. He's a lab, and he just gets super hyped up whenever anyone talks to him. So we just really had to get him to calm down. No. You can already see he's getting super hyped up. So I'm just going to leave him alone. There's no point in me bugging him. This is a dog that has a hard time staying still because they just get too excited with anything that happens. We have Tigga here. Tigga is very, I guess, a little bit nervous and anxious. He's still, for some reasons, kind of weird around me, even though I've pet him and give him lots of food. So I'm just going to give him a little bit of affection. Another young dog that is never asked to stay still, never made mandatory. And Johnny's working with a dog here. Johnny, what's the dog's name? Charlie? Charlie. Charlie is just starting to do his place command. So you can kind of see this dog is not extremely anxious. Johnny's just calmly going to pet him. And let's see what he does when Johnny walks away. At least you can see the start. So he seems okay. He's actually pretty fixated on the camera. Yeah, so he's panting a little bit, but he's just panting because he's stressed out staying still. What a hard life, being stressed out staying still. And then we have Sophie there. She's been on the bed for an hour? 2 hours. And she's scared of the camera. So Sophie is pretty nervous dog. The biggest priority for a dog like her would be to be asked to listen to human direction. Oh, this dog's getting up too. I'm gonna fix this. Whoa, 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 friend. Come. Sit. Down. Oh, this dog does know it down. 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 Oh, not bad. Not bad, kid. No. Oh. Yeah, Sophie's a nervous dog, so she needs to take human direction, and we need to tell the dog, hey, I don't want you to move. I don't want you to move around. I don't want you to panic and want to do things 24/7, and it's pretty hard for a nervous dog to do that. Now, if her place command was good, she would hold it despite the camera going up to her. This is her first day, and that's her brother's. It's her brother's first day, too. They both kind of suck at this, but that's okay. They'll be fine soon.